Today I'm going to take you through the full movie recap of Inside Out 2. Without further ado, let's dive right in. We are reintroduced to our protagonist, Riley, who has now entered adolescence. Unlike in the previous movie, Riley is dealing with a host of new emotions that turn her world upside down. Adolescence brings a whirlwind of changes, and Riley feels like she's on an emotional roller coaster. However, by the end of the film, she will learn to use these emotions to discover who she really is. We get to know Riley a little better as a student with excellent grades who has just entered adolescence. She's navigating the complexities of teenage life with the support of her parents, who attend every one of her ice hockey games. Ice hockey remains a central passion in Riley's life, providing both a sense of belonging and an outlet for her energy. Inside her head, her emotions, joy, anger, fear, and sadness are constantly seeking the best for her. Joy is always very positive, anger struggles to control her temper, fear is cautious and wary of potential dangers, and sadness often feels overwhelmed by the weight of growing up. We then travel to the home of the emotions, where Riley has built several islands of personality according to her preferences. These islands are formed by her own beliefs, which over time have become her true identity. Each island represents a core aspect of who Riley is: Family Island, Friendship Island, Hockey Island, and Goofball Island, to name a few. Thanks to her good actions, Riley considers herself a good person, reinforcing her personality every time she does something kind, like allowing a friend to score points during a game. These islands are vibrant and dynamic, reflecting the ever-changing nature of Riley's inner world. The islands serve as the foundational pillars of Riley's identity, shaping her responses to various situations and her interactions with others. Riley's team wins a game with her two best friends, Bree and Grace. The school coach approaches them to invite them to a prestigious hockey camp for the best players in the region. Her parents and friends are thrilled because they believe that if Riley impresses the coach, she will be admitted to the best hockey team at school. Despite this excitement, Riley feels insecure, like any teenager, knowing she often makes mistakes while playing. The pressure to succeed and the fear of failure weigh heavily on her mind, adding to her emotional turmoil. The upcoming camp becomes a focal point of Riley's aspirations and anxieties, symbolizing a critical juncture in her adolescent journey. Joy steps in to protect Riley from discouragement by inventing a new technology that allows her to eliminate all of Riley's negative thoughts, such as shame, fear, and discomfort. By throwing these thoughts far away, Riley is left with only good thoughts that bring her joy and self-belief, forming a crucial part of her self-belief system. Joy believes that by shielding Riley from negativity, she can help her maintain a positive outlook and achieve her goals. This new technology, however, is not without its consequences, as it disrupts the natural balance of Riley's emotions. The absence of negative thoughts creates an artificial sense of security that is fragile and unsustainable. One night, while all the emotions are resting, an alarm labeled puberty goes off on the emotions board. Joy tries to get rid of it, but a group of workers arrives, making significant modifications to the board and the entire scene, even changing the configuration of the emotions board. When they leave, Riley wakes up full of emotions like a typical teenager, crying, laughing, and feeling a mix of emotions all at once. This sudden shift leaves the emotions scrambling to adapt to the new and unpredictable landscape of Riley's mind. The puberty alarm signifies the onset of a transformative period, ushering in a series of changes that the emotions must navigate. Later, Riley reunites with her friends and excitedly tells them about the camp. However, Bree and Grace reveal they will be studying at another high school. Although sadness is about to make Riley cry, the emotions step in to prevent it, so Riley acts as if nothing happened. She promises her friends they will always be together no matter what. This revelation adds another layer of complexity to Riley's emotional state as she grapples with the fear of losing her closest friends. The prospect of separation introduces a sense of impermanence and vulnerability, challenging Riley's emotional resilience. At the camp, Riley finally finds a moment to cry without anyone watching. She tries to calm down, knowing it would be embarrassing if the whole high school saw her cry. Anger doesn't want Riley to reunite with her friends, believing they are traitors. However, Joy believes she shouldn't abandon them. As Riley walks towards them, she accidentally bumps into Valentina, the high school hockey captain whom Riley admires greatly. This encounter leaves Riley starstruck and anxious about making a good impression. Valentina represents the epitome of success and popularity in Riley's eyes, intensifying her desire for acceptance and validation. In this moment, a new emotion, anxiety, appears. She is frantic, never stops talking, and wants to do everything at once. Anxiety is joined by envy, ennui, and a big guy called embarrassment. Sadness is very gentle with embarrassment, but anger is not happy with these new emotions. Joy, experienced and understanding, realizes these new emotions are part of Riley's teenage years. These new additions to the emotional team add to the chaos, each bringing their own unique challenges. Anxiety's presence underscores the heightened sensitivity and self-consciousness that accompany adolescence. Anxiety convinces Riley to abandon her old friends for Valentina, believing this will secure her a better future in high school. Joy disagrees with this, insisting Riley shouldn't abandon her friends. Despite this, Anxiety shows Joy that sticking to old ways would only make Riley look foolish in front of Valentina, jeopardizing her chances of joining the team. The tug of war between Joy and Anxiety represents the internal conflict many teenagers face as they navigate social hierarchies and strive for acceptance. Riley's internal struggle reflects the broader theme of identity formation and the pressures of conformity. Valentina introduces Riley to the Firehawks, inviting her to join their team. Anxiety is thrilled, but Joy makes Riley reject the invitation to stay loyal to her best friends. This decision leads to an awkward moment where the coach arrives and confiscates players' cell phones. Distracted by anxiety, Joy inadvertently causes Riley to burst into laughter, leading to more punishment from the coach and angering the other girls. This incident exacerbates Riley's sense of isolation and the pressure to fit in. The confiscation of cell phones symbolizes a loss of control and connectivity, heightening Riley's anxiety. During a break, Riley hears she didn't make a good impression on the Firehawks, feeling a mix of sadness and embarrassment. Anxiety steps in when Joy doesn't know how to handle the situation, leading Riley to Valentina, who comforts her by criticizing the coach. This calms Riley, and she returns to the game, torn between playing with the Firehawks or her best friends. The internal conflict intensifies as Riley struggles to balance her loyalty to her friends with her desire to be accepted by the Firehawks. Valentina's support provides temporary relief, but also deepens Riley's dependence on external validation. Anxiety's influence grows, making Riley abandon her identity and betray her best friends to play with the Firehawks. To solidify this change, Anxiety captures Joy and the other emotions, sending them to a vault where escape seems impossible. Anxiety uses memories of Riley meeting Valentina to alter her belief system, making her prefer the Firehawks over her old friends. The manipulation of Riley's core memories creates a distorted sense of self, further entrenching her in her new identity. This shift illustrates the malleability of memory and the impact of external influences on self-perception. The emotions find themselves locked up with a cartoon dog holding a magic bag containing dynamite. They use it to escape, defeating the guards in a peculiar way, but end up back in the vault. Joy devises a plan to travel through Riley's stream of consciousness to where her true identity lies, hoping to return to the control board and restore order. This daring escape highlights the resilience and resourcefulness of Riley's emotions as they fight to reclaim their place in her mind. The journey through Riley's stream of consciousness serves as a metaphor for the quest for self-discovery and authenticity. Back in Riley's mind, Anxiety continues to deposit selfish and negative thoughts into her belief system, changing her personality to fit the popular group. Her best friends feel rejected, and Riley distances herself from them. Sadness manages to reach the barracks, but other emotions struggle as Riley's mind transforms, making Joy and the others nearly lose hope. The transformation of Riley's inner world reflects the external changes she is experiencing, creating a poignant parallel between her internal and external struggles. The barracks represent a stronghold of resilience and hope amidst the turmoil. The next day, Anxiety wakes Riley early to practice hockey. Valentina is impressed by Riley's dedication and invites her to dinner with the Firehawks. Anxiety ensures that Riley rejects her best friends to fit in with the Hawks. This shift in priorities is further cemented when the Firehawks show Riley a red notebook where the coach notes the player's performance. Anxiety continues to manipulate Riley, making her focus on being the best player rather than maintaining her friendships. During a game, Riley's selfish actions cause her to harm one of her best friends, leading to her being sent to the penalty box. Anxiety's influence turns Riley into someone who seeks approval from the popular group, distancing herself from her true friends. As the game starts, Anxiety has created a new identity for Riley, who believes she isn't good enough. The emotions become distressed, and anxiety works harder, causing Riley to have an anxious breakdown. Joy confronts anxiety, telling her she has no right to decide who Riley is. Hearing this, anxiety steps back, and Joy uses all the good and bad experiences to create a new, balanced identity for Riley. Riley apologizes to her friends, feeling sincere regret, and they forgive her. Back at the control board, Joy helps Riley play calmly and enjoyably, finding a balance between emotions. This epiphany marks a turning point as Riley learns to embrace all aspects of herself. The reconciliation with her friends symbolizes the restoration of balance and harmony in Riley's life. Riley tells her friends about the coach's notebook, reaffirming their friendship. Despite not making it into the hockey team, she accepts the situation positively, showing her friends that genuine relationships matter more than social status. This acceptance reflects Riley's growth and newfound emotional maturity. The coach's notebook serves as a reminder of the importance of self-awareness and self-acceptance. Riley receives news that she made the team. The emotions are happy to be part of Riley's life, understanding that living in the moment and feeling all emotions is what life is truly about.